The way that I look at it is women are kind of the canaries in our society's coal mine. Women are the sort of alarm signal that we have. What's happening to women now? Low wages, backlash by religious extremism, poor health care, poor education, insecurity in the workplace. All those things that used to be problems for women are now problems for everybody. The growing part of the economy in this country, the only growing part, is the part that used to be classically female, was the service sector job. Well, if we'd fought more carefully, more vigorously, for better protections and better pay and better treatment for people having those jobs when it was women, maybe that wouldn't be the cutting-edge issue that we have today to deal with for everybody. There was recently a decision by a judge allowing a Walmart class action suit to go forward, which means that you have the biggest employer in the world facing the biggest class action suit ever seen in the history of mankind. And it's a one-day story. And the story is about the players. What will this do to Walmart's share price? It's not a story about what will it do to the women that work there and their possibility for advancement up the ladder, the promotion ladder there at Walmart. What does it mean that the biggest employer on the planet is denigrating women the way that Walmart is accused of doing? We're going to see an election year in 2008 where much is made of a woman running for president in the United States. But we have a society now where women are leaders on every front. Unfortunately, on most of the sad fronts. Leaders in the area of poverty, leaders in the area of lack of access to clean health, to clean water and air, lack of access to reliable education and health care. We need to put women front and center of our reporting because women are the majority in this country, and we can't allow our understanding of the fate of women's lives to be pegged to the personality of one person like Hillary Clinton. Well, the big taboo in US media is race and class. I guess that's two taboos. The two things you can't talk about are why are people poor, and has poverty got anything to do with racism? And what we saw with the broken levee crisis of Katrina, was suddenly you had poor people and people of color front and center of the media coverage. This elephant in the media living room was suddenly right there in America's living room. And even so, the question of why that was true failed to be asked. We told the public, we told the personal stories of those people who didn't have the means to leave the city when the storm was coming and what they went through in the days and weeks afterwards. We didn't ask why, in the richest country in the world, people are stranded for 10 days on their rooftops for lack of a transit ticket, for lack of a bus pass. This historical moment is a moment of two powers meeting each other. The power of the single superpower, military power, the power of the corporate-dominated, only-for-profit capital power, and the power of people who are creating an internet of free speech communication, who are challenging their governments without any prod from political leaders. The power of people who have made global warming an issue when no government in the world and no corporation really wanted to take it on. Real news, I think, will be an opportunity for those two powers to meet, for the popular voices to take on the power voices. And the chips may fall where they may, but it'll at least be a place for debate.